All right, so then delay your speed.
Up top, I don't have that option.
Oh, you click on your guy, I think the
There it goes. I'm sorry.
delay. Yep, no worries. Once you
I
click
was to a modifier.
So it looks like, are you attacking with both your daggers?
Yes.
Then so you'll delay 7 seconds.
Okay. Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
No worries. Next up is Hezvim, who's, you want me to row the boat? All right. Who's rowing the boat as well.
The bad part is that they're both rowing from the same side, which means we're just going to do a giant circle around the hippo.
Thalon is going to go ahead and take a step over here.
Okay.
And he's winding up.
Thalon?
I'm now going to move 10 feet in order to throw the javelin.
All right.
And it should be a perfectly clear shot.
Yep. Yeah, I can't believe we're in between you and what you're attacking again.
Yeah, and I definitely will lose this javelin. I'm never getting it back no matter what happens to it. So this is at -2 to what I roll.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember if there's what the benefit of moving and then throwing was. I think that just means I get to add in my strength.
You add your strength, yep.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that because it's basically treading water, so I'm going to give it a D12 instead of a D20.
Okay, so I still only got a 10. Let's see how it does.
And it looks like do you have proficiency in a javelin?
No, I don't. It's actually 8, yeah.
So you hit still.
Okay, and big damage. I already added in the -2 here. Basically counteract my strength. 4. That was just bad.
Yeah, the javelin just like sticks just barely into the hide, and like as it's swimming around the water's lapping into it, the javelin pulls out and sinks into the lake.
Okay, and I guess to draw and shoot another javelin would also be my speed, right?
Yeah, just delay the speed there. 7.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and hit that up.
The last 4 of which are you aiming?
Yeah, and then sometime next second, I'm going to move back 10 feet.
Yep. Ari.
Pull out my saber.
You're still laying on the ground.
That's fine.
You're up.
Wow, that tells me what the dexterity of the hippo is. I'm about to say walrus. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I stand up.
Okay.
I hit done. Nothing's happening.
Might just be acting just a little slow. Yeah, it's just it's giving us trouble here. See if this works now. I restarted the API sandbox, and there we go. So it's been attacked a few times. It roars in anger. It's going to attack. It's going to attack. Actually, you're the one that hit it, Kara. So it's going to bite at you with an 18.
You are on top of the boat. High ground's got to count for something here. Actually, that's actually a fair question. Does it?
Not in this case, because with a short weapon, you have to be like leaning over the boat to be attacking the hippo in the water.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it bites you for 12 points of damage. Because it just like maybe it catches you in the leg and just.
Oh God, that sucks. Okay.
And you just feel its teeth puncture through your armor.
Guess what I'm doing?
Second 11. Oh, and then Tub on second 11, you also get your offhand.
Except on my offhand, can I do one jump a bit?
Sorry, say that again?
With my second attack, can I jump on it now? Because it bit one of my friends.
You could. I mean, you can attack it from where you are. If you jump on it, be in the water.
Yeah, I want to see if I can actually jump on it because I'm a smaller person, so I'm guessing I may be able to get in this.
Does Tub know how to swim at all?
Oh, we will find out.
Okay, so first up is Ari, though.
If I move
What are you
to
gonna do?
the side of Tubbs here, can I reach it to attack it?
I think only these three right here are going to be able to.
All right, then
With,
I'm gonna jog over to here, and I'll just be it. Oh gosh, darn it! I hit. There we go. That worked that time.
Connor?
All right, not to be that guy, but I'm gonna try again to tell it that I'm its friend.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
keep going. You're still making hippo sounds to it.
Right. Right. Um. Hey. Hey.
So yeah, you're making what hippo sounds or like what are you doing to like what is your animal empathy trying to do?
I think it's convey that its friend, that I mean it no harm, that calm.
Because animal empathy also gives you a sense of what the creature is feeling.
That's right.
Your this hippo is feeling very aggressive and at the same time incredibly horny.
I knew it.
Okay. Um.
And it is incredibly mad at you, this giant hippo.
Sweet. Um. Okay. I don't know what I could convey. That we're not female. Yeah, like, yeah, we're not female, or not her, or him. Um,
So you're
Yeah.
trying to convey to it that you're not a
yeah, that I'm not a she, or a
Okay.
him. If it's a, well, no, yeah,
it,
I'm
it
gonna
is a
convey
male
that.
hippo.
Yeah, that we're not a she.
All right. So delay 5 seconds.
Yeah.
By the way, am I able to move in this interview? So
Yeah,
it,
what kind of
doesn't
move
have
would
me
you like
gra-
to do?
I just want to move away from it. Does
Yeah,
it have me grappled, or I can
you can
step back?
do a fighting withdraw or a flee.
Didn't you get hit for 12 damage?
Yep.
That didn't
Yeah.
cross your
Oh.
threshold of pain?
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
that's a good
know.
question.
What is my threshold?
Your threshold of pain on your character, it's right next to your hit point. Threshold of pain is 8.
Oh yeah. Okay. So,
make sure to
what's that
take
mean?
your DR first. So you took 12-point wound,
Oh right.
which is actually a 10-point wound.
Okay.
So your threshold of pain is 8. So 10 is more than 8. So you need to roll a d20 and try to roll under a 6.
Okay. Nope.
So you failed by 11. So Kara is going to be out of the fight for 55 seconds.
Ouch. Okay.
Yeah, I guess add 50 because she was already delayed 5.
So Ari, you see Kara get bitten by this, and Kara falls to the ground, screaming in pain on the deck of the boat.
You see bone sticking out of my leg.
Maybe not that bad.
Always the legs.
Bitten in half. You see her jaw
Bitten in
style
half.
hanging off the edge of the boat.
Half of her body is still in the hippo.
All right.
So what are you going to do? You see her fall on second, or
I'm gonna drag her back from
Back
the edge of
then.
the boat.
all right. Roll a feat of strength check.
Is that just an ability check?
It would be FOS is a macro for it.
All right, that's not one I have yet. There we go. FOS. Oh, I thought I had. I keep getting confused by the orange glow you have when you're on there. I thought that was me being selected. Awesome.
So you do manage to drag her. So you manage to pull her back away from the edge. of the boat. So you can move her right there.
Perfect.
And then hit done. So Tubbs, right now you're the only one. You see Kara has fallen. Ari's pulled her back. Connor is making hippo sounds.
Do I hit done or
Connor,
delay?
can we get a good demonstration of what these sounds sound like?
Yes.
I don't know what a hippo sounds like.
What does the hippo say?
I'll know for next week for sure.
What does the hippo say? Wucky, wucky, wucky.
Right?
So second 13. This hippo is still roaring. Connor, whatever you said, it seems to make it only matter. It's smashing itself it's like while it's attacking, it's like smashing its body against the edge of the boat and roaring. What would you like to do, Ari?
We'll move in, taking her former spot to attack it.
All right, swing away. Heavens, this hippo is on fire.
Oh, cool. So it takes damage over time.
It's in the water, burning. But no, with a 21, it manages to. I mean, maybe it's just the wild thrashing as it's attacking your boat, but you just can't seem to connect with it. All right, Tub, what are you going to do?
Oh, you said that Ari fell in the water, correct?
No, not in the water. She fell on the boat. So
Oh,
she
okay.
got bitten and then fell onto the deck of the boat, and then Ari dragged her back.
All right. Well, someone got injured. I need to protect my friends. I'm jumping.
So you're gonna jump onto the hippo.
Try to at least.
All right.
My decisions were on cue for your character.
But like I said, if someone gets injured like that, then I go into overdrive. Only
Oh.
caveat.
All right. How are you going to hold on to the hippo?
Put my hand on the railing and lob my legs over.
Or so you're just trying to straddle the neck of the hippo with your
Yes.
leg and then stab it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're gonna have to drop one of your daggers to do this, right? Because you've got 2 daggers, one in each hand.
Right. I can just flip over real quick.
Yeah, I mean you'll just drop one to the side, then flip over, right? Is that what I'm? Or are you using one hand to
I'm just flipping over the edge of the boat. I'm not,
flipping over?
yeah.
All right. So I'm going to say it's a feat of agility to try to land on this hippo, opposed by its defense roll, as you're trying to just hop onto its back, and it's currently facing you and attacking. So, is that does that sound fair to you?
Sure.
All right. So so you go to try to hop onto its neck as it's attacking the boat, and it's thrashing at you and at the boat, and it manages to deflect your legs away. Now the question is, where are you going to land as you've hopped over the edge of the boat? What are you going to do? You feel yourself flying through the air and not landing on the hippo. What are you going to try to do?
Well, the only thing I could try to do is see if I could grab it with my dagger, get it in its flesh, if that's
Okay.
possible.
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Sure.
Oh.
Oh
Ooh.
no. So you fly through the air, the hippo knocks you aside, and you try to stab at it, and you land splash in the water. Do you know how to swim?
I don't think so. Skill wise, I assume it's a
Yeah, it is. It
stat.
is it is not a standard skill.
Then yeah, no, if it's not a standard skill, then
All right, so you see Tubbs jump at the creature, get knocked out of the air, and boink, and land in the water and start sinking. So you can hold your breath. What is your constitution?
my con is 12,
Your con is 12. And what is the percentage? 12,
12, 11.
12, 11. Do you have any of the skills pain tolerant, tough as nails, long distance running, or physical conditions?
No.
Conditioning. All right. So your you can hold your breath for a whopping total of 150 seconds until you start drowning. Or until you start drowning. But until
It's
then,
pretty
you're just
insanely
sinking
good right
in the
there.
water. So, but you're also not going to be able to act as you're drowning because you're just drowning and holding your breath, and you don't know how to swim. So, I want
What
you
does
to
that mean? I just am prone in the water? I mean,
essentially, yeah, you're just sinking into the bottom of the lake.
Out of curiosity, now that it's
Yeah.
come up, how deep is the lake? Would
You
we
do
know?
not know. Good question. Tub's probably going to find out though. So, Tub, can you delay 150 seconds for me?
okay.
You can do things while you're underwater though. You don't know how to swim, but you could like sheath your dagger or things like that. Basically right now you're just flailing. So everyone sees that happen. These guys are like, what do we do? Do you want us to still row?
Yes, just move us.
All right, so they're rowing. Connor, whatever you've said to it, it seems like you successfully conveyed that you were male, but that seems to have just made it more angry.
So on the boat, I want to look. Do we have any kind of barrel? Like we have these spices, but is it in like a barrel?
What do you intend to do? What are you
Well,
thinking?
I'm thinking of maybe grabbing
You got
something
oars.
big enough. Well, yeah, that we could throw at it. I mean, my player doesn't know a lot about hippos, knows anything about a hippo. But I'm just thinking something big, right? So it attacked the ship, not us. It's attacking the boat because it thinks the boat is a female hippo. So maybe if I could deter it by throwing some kind of barrel that's big enough at it for it to try to mate with that instead of mating with the boat, then maybe it'd give us like a fighting chance.
With your animal empathy success, you don't think it's trying to mate with the boat.
Okay.
You think it's more of trying to like assert its dominance on the boat.
Protect its territory from rivals. Kind of deal.
Okay. Okay. Well then, in that case, I'll try to. Well, we can't row away because the dwarf just fell in the water, and I think I'm the only one that knows how to swim. Um. So, do I have an? Is there an oar, handy?
Yeah, there's an oar that you were using to row.
Okay. Is it in like an oarlock, or is it just like on the side, or?
It probably was in an oarlock.
Yeah. So I'll like disengage it and move towards Tub.
All
I
right,
don't want to. I don't want to attack. I don't want to attack the hippo.
So it'll take you D4 seconds to to pull it out of the oarlock and get it up so you can move it.
Okay. I roll the D4, right?
Yep.
All right. So 2
So
seconds.
delay 2 seconds.
All right.
Thalon.
All right, so Thlon is going to go ahead and move 10 feet and throw another javelin.
All right.
Let's give it a go. Someone recommend doing called shots. I don't think I could possibly make it. So I'm going to just kind of nod, I think. So let's go ahead and roll. I crit even with -2, it's 20.
I penetrated to a 22. Holy smokes.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
So, but you critical hit. Roll damage. So you first you penetrate for an additional.
Yeah, it's a
So
D12
you got
base.
So yeah, you have a 26 and it's a critical. So you're with the penetration you you have a -2 to attack. So it's you have a 24 to his 22. So it still hits and it's a critical. Roll damage.
All right, so starting with first damage roll 9. Is there anything else that happens to it?
So that's 11. It is a non-humanoid creature. I think that is just enough to get you an additional damage dice. So it'd be
Ooh,
another
wow.
D12 just flat on top.
Yeah, let's do it. Another 9.
Another 9 for 18 points of damage. So sure enough, you huck it at it and you just catch it right in the neck for 18 points of damage. And it is real hurt from that. It roars in pain, like thrashing in the water, blood spilling into the murky brown depths. It is pissed.
Hopefully that might be enough to scare it off. A severe injury.
It is definitely hurt. What are you going to do next, Thalon? Are you going to prepare another javelin?
I think I might be done with javelins for now. I might need to do a feat of strength, so I'm going to go ahead and say I'm not drawing and throwing again.
Okay. So you did
So that would be like reorient then, or
yeah, just 1 second.
all right. So I'll just delay a second. Done.
So now it's back to you.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and start moving across the boat. Hi, Badger. I got to kind of work around you and
Okay.
That's it for that second. Hey, it's
You're
me
back
again.
to
How
you.
you doing? I'm just gonna step on top of your body here real quick, if you don't
Okay.
mind.
Oops. My leg.
That's okay. I've done enough damage to her. She doesn't
Connor,
mind a little
you
more.
picked up the oar. Well, hey, cat.
Okay, I want to move, over towards Tub and put the oar in the water.
Okay.
Reach over to put the oar in the water.
You move over. So remember your short legs. That'll take you 3 seconds to move there. Meanwhile, this hippo is still attacking you and the boat. So if you're moving there on that second, it might attack you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let it. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Because I'm a tough little guy.
And Tubbs is currently not visible at the top of the water.
Okay.
So you'd get over there at second 21.
Yep. Yeah. So delay 3 seconds, Connor.
Oh, right.
All right. So then next up is Thalon.
All right. I think now is the point where I will probably start trying to cast Feat of Strength. Ari,
Right.
you're also trying to rescue Tub, aren't you?
Right, but I don't need strength to do it. Or not at the moment, anyway.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to the gnome then, I think. The gnome might need it more.
He's also, again, like the weakest of us, so he probably does.
So I'm gonna cast Feat of Strength. That's gonna be 30 points, putting me down to 160. And how long does that take? I think the spell should probably say, right?
Yeah, I think it's 1 second,
Casting time, 1 second.
and it lasts for at least a minute.
At least a minute until he does something cool with it. So I think I only need to delay 1 second then.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. Okay. I
And
do
are
that,
you
and
gonna-
then I
are you
guess
gonna-
I lose defenses for like 7 or something.
Yep. For 6 seconds, you'll lose your defense.
Yeah, and I'm only a -3 because I'm cool.
And are you going to boost it for any longer time than a minute, or?
It's only usable once anyway. We're going to use it in the next minute, I think.
Okay. So it's your turn, and at this point, Connor's right in second 20. So you're casting. So you've cast Feat of Strength on Connor.
Yep, that's good. I'll
All right.
probably go ahead and start pulling out the crossbow.
All right. And so that'll take twice as long.
Yeah, how
that-
long does that take to like set up the crossbow?
So to pull out, it'll take 2 seconds. And then usually for you, it takes 60 seconds. But
Okay,
the first 3 seconds are double. So it'd be 63 seconds.
All right, so we're looking at 65 total then.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. 65.
Carol will be awake by the time you're.
Yep,
Uh,
yep. But
Ari-
hey, if I'm needed, I'll stop.
Awake
and I'll
enough
just-
to know that you're standing on her.
You have another attack. Yeah, Solon, if you'd like to, you could move over.
Yeah, I'll do that while I'm pulling it out.
All right, my
would you
question
like to do?
is, I own rope. How generous are we about where that rope is?
A D6 seconds. Penetrating.
Oh, penetrating. All right. My rescue is going to take up all of my time, by the way,
2 seconds.
because I got multiple plans
You
on
had
how
it.
to save him.
You got it right next to the side of the boat, ready to use.
All right, 2 seconds.
So it's the hippo's turn, and Connor has a big old oar and moving in front of it. To you, Connor. So if you can roll a defense roll for me, it gets a 23.
Would I just roll the short sword defense? Or?
Yeah, that works.
Alright.
Your messed up foot only affects your speed, right?
Yeah, so it slams into you and bites you as you're moving in front of it, and does 9 points of damage.
Nice.
It just barely catches you as you're moving from right in front of it. Let's see. It is now your turn, Connor. You've reached here. You have an oar in your hand and are looking down into the water. You don't see tubs, although you see bubbles coming up out of the water.
Okay. Now I'm pissed. So the javelin that Thalon threw, is it sticking out of the hippo's neck?
Oh yeah, what is your top save, by the way?
My top save.
Your,
think it's
or your
7.
your top is a 7, so you took more than 7 points of damage.
Oh,
So you're
Okay.
going to have to roll a threshold of pain, but you're a tough little guy, so you're gonna have to roll a d12.
just straight up D12.
Yeah, straight up d12 or penetrating d12.
Which one?
A penetrating d12. Yeah, so your threshold of pain save is a 5, and you rolled a 5, so you're good. So it bites you, but you just grit your teeth. I'm tough.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then so the javelin that Thalon threw, is it still in the hippo?
Yeah, it's sticking out of the side of its neck.
Okay. So what I think I want to do is I want to jump onto the hippo. I have feat of strength, right? So
Yeah.
and so I want to lean over and jump and and hit the hippo.
Because this went so well the last time.
So you don't have
Right.
to jump on the hippo to attack it. You can
I
attack
don't.
from the edge of the boat. Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll try to because I'll use it like a club, right? The oar.
Yeah, well you have your oar in one hand, and remember you did draw your sword on your foot. So you've got your oar like balanced out over the water, short sword in your other hand.
Okay, well then I'll slash at him with the sword.
All right. With your feat of strength, you're currently going to have a damage bonus of +5, as opposed to your typical -3. So there's a net 8 difference.
So you'll just add that on?
Yeah. Well, so first you have to hit.
Right, first I gotta hit, yeah.
Natural 18 for a 22. So you just whiff at it. So you try to reach out and slash at it, but it's just, this hippo knows how to defend itself. It knows how to fight a large hippo like you. So are you going to delay an attack again?
Yeah, I'm gonna delay an attack again.
So delay 6 seconds. Next up, Ari, you have your rope.
All right, same questions before. I own a crowbar. How generous are we about where that crowbar is?
D6 penetrating seconds.
God,
It was
glad
right
I keep
next- it was right next to
everything
your
next to
rope.
me. I expected that somebody would fall off this boat today. All right, let's
I
see,
mean-
delay. I can just hit done. That's 1 second.
Yeah, done. 1 second. And you're up.
How long does it take to tie the rope to the crowbar?
It'll take D4 penetrating seconds.
Damn it. Everything was right next to me, but goddamn, these knots are hard.
Lucky 7.
All
Tying a
right.
knot like that in 7 seconds, it's still real fast.
That's exactly as long as it takes me to swing my sword.
So yeah, you're just like, you had the crowbar, you had the rope, but you're like, how am I going to actually attach this thing?
I might actually fire off the crossbow by the time we're done.
No one ever taught me how to tie a shank knot.
Connor, you're up again.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing an attack again.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, it fumbled. You hit. But since it's fumble ties its defense roll ties your attack, defender
Yeah.
wins the tie. So it's not a fumble, but it rolled a natural 1, which means you got a hit.
okay.
So we're going to roll damage, but you're going to add 8 to whatever you roll.
And the
So for a total of 16 points of damage, you slash at it.
and the strength increase was only good for the 1 hit, right?
For the 1 hit. So you attack it and you feel super strong and you're like, yes, this is what other warriors must feel. And you stab it. And then that feeling is fleeting. Are you going to continue to attack it?
Absolutely.
So delay another 6.
Yep.
Oh, so he didn't put it down, though. We don't see it sink back into the water or a big red mist.
No, it is still alive. The hippo is still alive. And it's just getting angrier and angrier. See it's got a cut across its face. It's got a javelin sticking out of it. On second 30, I need you to make a use rope skill, Ari.
That's a skill?
Average. Yep. This is an average difficulty.
Use rope.
Or
Oh, rope use. Oh,
Rope
great.
use.
That's right up
Rope
there with
use.
all my other shitty skills.
So you go to attempt it, and the rope slides off the crowbar.
There's nothing I can use to make this easier, is there?
So you
I
can
thought it was
attack-
maybe a little fast.
You can try again in D4 seconds.
But I mean, is there a thing that I just don't know about as a newer player to the system to make this easier on myself?
No, not in this case, no.
Not like honor
No.
or... I mean, not honor, but something else. Oh, no, because
No,
I'm not
there-
up there yet. I'm not in great... penetrating, right?
Steal some of Kara's luck or something.
Yeah, and
But
if
she's
Tara
out,
was
though.
doing it, she could use luck. Yeah,
Alright.
you could burn on or so. But maybe it looks like it's easier now. You're like, oh, I know what I did. So it's only going to take 2 seconds. So the hippo's going after Connor.
Bring it on.
Dang, this hippo, he's on a rampage.
This hippo is out for blood.
As somebody said, it's hungry. It's a hungry... What the fuck?
Mighty
It
blow.
penetrated on both its D12s.
Well,
for
Connor,
39 points of damage.
we will remember
Eat
you
this,
fondly.
hole.
Connor is dead.
Nice knowing you.
Is there
Have we-
anything you would like to do?
I look fondly
Yeah.
over at Connor while trying to tie a knot. What do you say?
I just crumble.
Don't worry.
You're the badger.
Don't worry, Connor.
Mechanically,
We
at
got
this
this.
point, what you could do is you could use honor. It's an enormous amount of damage. You could use honor to either reduce the damage, but at a 1-for-1 ratio,
Okay.
or you could make me re-roll the damage roll, one of the dice. The problem is they both penetrated, and
Like to
The
say
mi-
he missed too, so
yeah, so like you'd have to re-roll one of these damage dice, and so you could re-roll one of them. One of them's automatically doing 18 points of damage to you. So I'd re-roll one of the penetrating dice, so probably the one that did more damage. It'd be 10 honor, and then we could see where we're at, and then you could potentially reduce that with the rest of your honor. But at that point, you're probably going to be in a dishonorable, and you'd have a -1 to all your dice rolls.
All right.
So,
Sure. Let's try that.
all right. So right now I'm sitting at 18 points of damage because I've got the penetrating 12 with a 6. So the other D12
This is 12 points of damage. No.
just 5. So right now we're looking at 23 points of damage.
Okay.
Your hit points are 15, right? So you're gonna be at -8.
Okay.
What is your constitution?
10, 30.
So 1030. So you die at -1/2, like 1 past -1/2 your constitution. So even with spending a reroll, you'd be dead. But you do have 4 honor left, right? Because you've got 14
That's right.
minus
Yeah, I just did it. Yeah.
minus. So
4
you
left.
could use
you do have the
you
+1
die at
free
-6.
as well, don't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, you've got a +1 free, and that can reduce it to -7. But
Okay.
you die at -6. So you'd have to use at least 2 honor to be still alive after this attack.
All right. What if I use them all?
If
Then
you
it's
use
just
them all,
minus
you'll still be alive. You'll just be less close to death.
Okay, let's do that.
So you
I'll
could use all 4. So you
Yeah, I'll use all
burned
4.
all 5. So you're at -3 hit points, right? Because
Okay.
your total wound from this was a use 4, 5 honor. So you took a 18-point wound.
Okay.
So you're down, bleeding out on the ground as this hippo chunks you out.
Okay, so I'm at -3, right?
So because you now drop to 0, so there's one thing that you might want to know. If you drop to 0 honor, you'll lose all the experience points for this level, and you'll have to change your alignment.
Okay.
So if you wanted to, you could stay with 1 honor, and you would still maintain all your experience. and
Okay,
you
well
wouldn't
let's
lose.
Okay, so
But then
let's
you'd be
do-
at -4. So
Right. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll keep 1
Okay.
honor and I'll make this 19. Okay.
So you get chunked out, and you're down. Oh, sorry. This happened on second 30. So on second 40, you're going to start bleeding out.
Okay.
So second 31, second 32. Second 32, Ari, you have this knot potentially tied. Let's see a rope use.
30
So-
bonus for multiple attempts.
Still an average check.
All right.
So a 48 or lower.
By the way, it's
Yeah,
just
so-
assumed right now that Connor is unconscious, or what?
Yeah, well, he's laying on the ground. This hippo reached up and nearly bit him in half. It probably almost bit his chest, and he collapses to the ground. And there's blood everywhere on the deck, and he's maybe flopping around. There's blood pouring out on the ground. Yeah, he's unconscious.
I mean, this Tubbs is our only person who can save anybody. We gotta fish him out, but I assume I just failed again, right?
You did.
God damn it. Rope isn't heavy enough to sink on its own. D4, right?
These guards are just kind of still rowing, looking back, do you need anything? What?
I can't
still
waste
wants
the
to
time to
row?
talk to anybody.
I assume once they hit 55, they're going to actually move the boat, and we're going to start moving away at all, right?
I mean, right now you are still moving. You've been moving constantly, but the hippo can keep pace with you. Is the problem?
Then I'm probably going to turn to them and go, if you got a spear, go ahead and pull it out.
They do have spears.
Just don't get too close to it.
Here's the thing,
Stand
though.
behind Ari if you can.
Unless I roll super badly on these rope checks, I still get multiple rope checks before Connor starts bleeding.
So Ari, you've got this rope.
God damn it, hands. You were blessed with not being able to tie knots. Work!
This time you got the knot around the crowbar.
Alright, was that just a done or delay?
Yeah, just hit done. All right. 36. You've got a knot around this crowbar. You've got the rope. What are you going to do?
Alright, I hold on to one end of the rope as tightly as I can, wrap it around my arm, and I want to throw in the crowbar end into the water to where Tubbs is sinking.
Well, right at the moment, you don't know where he is. He's completely sunk.
Right, well, where I've seen him go.
Yeah. So you're going to throw it in there. Let's see. What would be the best thing for this?
It sinks, Tubbs sinks. They're just
Yeah,
at the bottom together,
it
honestly.
So the thing is, though, Tubbs can't see down there.
I have low light vision.
And it is daytime, is it not?
That's true. It is daytime. Well, it's
It's
not
a matter of how
perfectly
murky
clear
the
lake.
water is
Yeah.
more than anything else.
Right,
So
but
I'm
I
gonna
imagine-
have
It looks pretty clear blue.
I'm gonna have Tubbs roll a observation check, and because he's currently drowning, it's a difficult check. And this it's difficult also because it depends on how close it is to him.
Could also do listening to hear the fluke.
I think the observation is going to be the better check because
Fair
you're
enough.
you're just hearing just water at this point. Difficult, yeah. So the rope luckily actually lands near enough to you that you see it like falling through the water. Maybe it hits you on the face, knocking you unconscious, something like that. No, the
Take 28
it's
damage,
close enough.
penetrating.
Just kills him. You haul him up with the
Oh, wow.
crowbar attached like through his head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, call me a Tubbs.
So Tubbs, you see this crowbar, like a crowbar, fall through the water, and all you can think of, man, that hippo must have destroyed the boat, and now all my friends are drowned.
Well,
That's the only
like-
reason the crowbar would be down here, right?
Well, do I see the rope attached to the crowbar?
Yeah,
or
you
just-
also see the rope.
Oh, okay, then no, I wouldn't think that.
All right.
So,
So-
can I even touch it because I can't move because no swimming?
Yeah, I mean you can grab it. It's close
Okay.
enough. That's what the difficult check was.
Gotcha.
Close enough, and you see it. So we'll say it's going to take D4 seconds for this to sink to the bottom for you to grab it. So let's. So here, 1D4. So it's going to take 6 seconds for this to. So it's going to take 6 seconds for this crowbar to sink to the bottom and to get near enough that you spotted it.
That's delayed on my end.
Yeah. So Ari, are you going to delay there, or what do you like? Are you just holding onto the rope waiting?
Yeah. So, I mean, is that delayed on my side?
Yeah. Let's delay it on your side. So you just throw this crowbar into the water, and your sinks into the water. This hippo is smashing itself against the boat. The guards have finally stopped rowing and have grabbed their spears and are starting to come over to help. And to see what happens later, does Connor die next week? Can they fish out Tubbs? Will the hippo be fended off? We'll get together next week.
Dun dun dun. Well,
So
as
we can-
expected, hippos incredibly dangerous still.
Hippos are incredibly dangerous.
And incredibly aggressive.
For experience points so far this week, you have each earned 20 experience points. 20 experience points. Couldn't do division there for a second.
Do I
Yeah,
get
we
it
did a whole
too,
bunch of talking
or-
and wandering around here.
Yep, and that is from providing some sort of solace to the little girl who was missing her doll.
I suppose we got halfway on a negotiation, but that doesn't count, I think.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you're partially way through the negotiation. It's either that's a either you have it or you don't sort of thing.
Mhm.
But yeah. Thanks you all. Thanks everyone for playing.
Thank you.
I hope they don't die.
We're trying. We're trying.
Trying your hardest to die is what it seems like.
Well, I
Quick,
mean,
everyone, if we just jump on the hippo.
gotta fish out Tubbs so that Tubbs can rescue Connor. It's a long chain, but I'm working on it.
All I have to say is hungry, hungry hippos.
I mean, if you pull Tubbs up from below, maybe he could get a backstab on the bottom side of the hip.
Oh, God, I hope he doesn't try. We need him to save Connor's life.
Say fucking hose in the
Connor
hippo
and his
way.
one honor.
I'm of course worried about the damage to the boat here. We're gonna have to see about that.
So yeah, just in case, if Cody and Dennis, if you have proteges or backup characters, you might want to have those ready for next week.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I had a question about my backup character. Are we still live or
Yeah.
are we okay?
yeah, what's your question?
Let me see here. So so I put that I'm bilingual, okay, and then that I also I'm a musician. Now it said that you need at least 30 literacy for the musician.
Mm-hmm.
In what? In music? In a language?
Let me check. I believe that is musician. A musician doesn't look like it needs literacy.
Oh, really?
Artistry, you need literacy only for written works.
Only for written works, okay. But if I'm
Yeah.
just like making something up, I don't need to be literate.
Yeah, you
I
don't.
can
Yeah,
just
you don't need to be literate in that. It's only if you're making like poems or writing. Yeah, it doesn't look like you need literacy for a musician. So you only need a literacy better if you're going to be transcribing anything. So like if you're composing
Nah.
composing a piece, then you need to have literacy.
Okay.
So.
All right. I think.
And it looks like reading musical notation requires a novice mastery of the literacy skill. Doesn't specify. I would say just having any skill with like a skill of 30% or a novice mastery of the literacy skill will allow you to read musical writings from that language. Like you understand the gnomish musical notations.
Well, no, I'm talking about my protege. So my protege is
Oh,
a
yeah.
halfling rogue. So he's his level 66 in Savimoges, and he's literate 21.
Yep.
So
it
that's
looks
okay.
like he needs novice, so that is considered novice. So yeah, you can read musical notation in Samosish.
Okay. So then that's okay then where I'm
Yep.
at. Okay, because I think the musician, it's for the recorder, it's 40. So okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right, good.
Yeah.
I think that was my only question. So, and then there was forgery because it's another
We
just
might
a
want to
free
just cover
skill.
that off stream at this
Yeah.
point.
I hate to cut you off, guys.
Still live.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, we got another game that's going on, and we got to get to that, right? So, good talk,
I'm
guys.
sorry.
No worries.
So sorry.
Yeah, I know.
okay.
I just wanted to make sure you got whatever you needed done, but we gotta
okay.
switch the stream over.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
No worries.
All right.
No worries.
Yeah.
We'll do it off
Alright,
screen.
yeah.
Thanks,
all
everyone.
right,
See
good game,
everybody.
everyone.
Okay.